This is Beverly Hills. And here come the Beverly Hillbillies.
Facts about the 1921 Oldsmobile jalopy from the Beverly Hillbillies. The 1921 Oldsmobile jalopy, affectionately known as the Clampetts truck or swamp rat, was central to the Beverly Hillbillies. It appears in nearly every episode as the family's rickety mode of transportation. In the famous opening credits, the Clampetts roll into California atop this overloaded old truck, with Cousin Jethro at the wheel and Granny perched behind him holding her shotgun. The vehicle is piled high with the family's belongings as they travel from the Ozarks to Beverly Hills. The ongoing gag is that despite striking oil and becoming millionaires, the Clampetts never upgrade their trusty jalopy. Its rustic, hillbilly charm remained a humorous contrast to their new Beverly Hills lifestyle throughout the show's 9 seasons. In the TV show The Beverly Hillbillies, the 1921 Oldsmobile jalopy was designed and supplied by famed Hollywood customizer George Barris. Barris found the original vehicle, a battered 1921 Oldsmobile Roadster with its back half already removed, behind a feed store in Fontana, California. Seeing its potential, he bought it and minimally refurbished it into the Clampetts' dilapidated truck. As the series progressed, Barris provided a total of 5 look-alike Oldsmobile trucks to use for filming. He scoured junkyards for similar 1921 models and modified them to match the swamp rat, ensuring continuity whenever a stand-in was needed. These duplicates served as backups and for promotional or stunt use. To transform the vintage Oldsmobile into the Clampetts comedy jalopy for the Beverly Hillbillies TV show, only a few modifications were necessary. Customizer George Barris added a wooden flatbed platform in place of the missing rear end and installed a high bench seat on it for Granny and Ellie Mae to ride on. Granny's rocking chair was fixed in the back, and various rustic props were tied down to make the truck look like a fully loaded hillbilly moving van. Aside from these additions, Barris left the car's mechanical parts mostly untouched. The Oldsmobile was already so worn and weather-beaten that he didn't have to change much else to achieve the desired look. The Beverly Hillbillies jalopy started life as a 1921 Oldsmobile Model 46 Roadster, an early 1920s touring car with some impressive specs for its day. It was powered by a 246 cubic inch side valve V8 engine, Oldsmobile's first ever V8, that produced roughly 55 to 60 horsepower. That power was transmitted through a manual gearbox to the rear wheels only, and the car rode on a durable 122-inch wheelbase with wooden spoke artillery wheels. The Model 46 was originally a 4 or 5 passenger open car, but the one George Barris found had been cut down into a makeshift pickup truck. Its rear passenger section had been removed to create a cargo bed. This was a typical fate for aging cars in rural America, repurposed into farm trucks. Did you know in the TV show The Beverly Hillbillies, the Clampett truck often carried the entire main cast during driving scenes? Jed, Granny, Ellie Mae, Jethro, and even their hound dog Duke all had to fit in or on the vehicle. In fact, 2 bloodhounds took turns playing Duke over the years, ensuring there was always a well-behaved dog available for those bumpy truck rides. Because Granny rode up high in a rocking chair on the back, the crew took precautions to secure the chair and props tightly. During takes, the actors had to hold on as Jethro carefully drove the old truck at safe speeds. The production team also kept multiple trucks on hand so that if the swamp rat broke down or needed maintenance, a replacement could step in without delaying filming. Once the Beverly Hillbillies ended in 1971, the original Clampett truck found a permanent home in a museum rather than fading away. Series creator Paul Henning donated the famed vehicle to the Ralph Foster Museum in Point Lookout, Missouri, where it has been on public display for decades. Interestingly, a few twin jalopies have surfaced over the years. In 2015, one of the Barris-built Hillbillies trucks was sold at a Barrett-Jackson auction for $275,000, and another collector in New Jersey claimed he restored a dilapidated Hillbillies truck that had languished at a diner after the show wrapped. Nevertheless, the Ralph Foster Museum's example, donated by the show's creator, is widely regarded as the authentic Clampett jalopy.